Hello, vinyl community. How are you guys doing tonight? Nice Monday night. I was thinking about something today. I got invited to a Kentucky Derby party next weekend, and I was like, oh, it's Derby time. I had no idea it was Derby time. And since the Kentucky Derby's coming up, and this is the week everybody in America pretends to care about horse racing, and we act like over the next 6 weeks that we actually care about horse racing and horses as a whole or whatever. I feel like, we don't really pay attention unless you're a gambler or a rich person. Nobody really pays attention to horse racing, but once a year the Kentucky Derby and Belmont and Preakness all happen, and we all act like we care about who the horses are or any of this stuff at all. So I was thinking about that today, and I'm like, I'm going to start a thread. I'm going to do a thread about horses. So you can take this however you want. You'll see where I'm going to go with this. So a thread about horses, songs about horses, albums with horses on the cover, or something to do with horses or horse racing, or if you want to take it as far as Kentucky Derby or whatever, you can go ahead and go that way. So I'm going to call this like the Derby horse thread or something like that. So this won't take long. It was a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be to find 5 records. I'm showing 5 records. So I'm going to start with this first one right here. Jethro Tull, Heavy Horses. It's got horses in the name and horses on the cover, so that's going to cover 2 of them altogether. So, Jethro Tull's Heavy Horses. All right, next up, Miranda Lambert's Palomino. Now, might be some songs about horses on this. I don't know. I've only listened to this once or twice. I am not a huge fan of country music, as you know, but I do know Palomino is a type of a horse. And she's, out in the desert and looking all country and sexy and everything. And so I thought this would fit that thread right there. Palomino is a type of horse. So Miranda Lambert's Palomino. All right, next up, Patti Smith, Horses. And if you look real close, she has a horse lapel pin right there. Great record here. I just discovered Patti Smith myself recently. I really dig this record a lot. Just actually listened to this a couple days ago. And when I first was thinking about the idea for this thread, this is the first album that actually came to mind. So, Patti Smith, Horses. All right, next up, I have this compilation record from K-Tel, and it is called Country Showdown. And as you can see right here, there's a horse on the front cover. That's who's on this record right there, and I couldn't tell you if it's any good or not because I have not listened to this yet. This is one of those ones that I will be listening to one of these days for my first time spins record. But it has a horse in the front cover, so it's another thing I did right away when I was trying to think of horses. I went to the country music section to look for albums with pictures of horses on it, thinking there would be more than there was. So, Country Showdown by K-Tel. There's a horse in the front cover of that. And finally, for my 5th record, NOFX, So Long, and Thanks for All the Shoes. And the reason I picked this is the third to the last song on here is called Flossing a Dead Horse. So, yeah, it's got nothing to do with horses, and flossing a dead horse is a take on flogging a dead horse. NOFX, So Long, and Thanks for All the Shoes. Great pop punk type album. I love NOFX. So, all right, there we go. That's it. Simple, easy thread. 5 songs or album covers, like I said, album covers with horses, songs about horses, or whatever, So there we go. That's it for the day. Thanks. Hopefully you guys jump on it and let me know if you do, and I'll watch, and we'll just chat about horses for the next week or however long it takes for this whole idea that America actually cares about horse racing to pass. So, all right, thanks guys. Talk to y'all later, man. Have a good night.